Hello and welcome, my name is Matt Latter and we are today starting a new Let's Play series. So after a bit of thinking, I've decided to put Hearts of Iron 4 on the back burner because we've already got a strategy game running currently, Stellaris obviously. So I've thought what's still missing on the channel, and as I've mentioned in the intro video, I'm a big role-playing game fan, and I must admit, there's very few actual computer RPGs that probably get me, that really hit home for me, that are a lot of fun to me. And I've played Pillars of Eternity maybe half a year to a year ago, and I actually thought it was quite a bit of good fun. So I've decided, let's start playing it again, from the start to the finish. As you can see in the main menu down here, I've got both of the DLCs, the White March 1 and 2, installed. So yeah, we'll see how this turns out. I hope you'll find the series fun. And as a heads up, the first episode here might be mostly character creation, depending on how fast I'm coming along. Though I've already made up my mind about what I'm playing, at least in part. So let's go right ahead and start a new game. I'll probably play on normal mode. Yeah, I'm not a fan of hard modes in these role-playing games. I'm not too much of a fan of most combat engines in these games, but normal should be nice enough. Expert mode disables a number of helper features. Yeah, let's just go without. And no Trial of Iron. I want to be able to load. So, if there's dialogue, I'll probably remain silent for as long as the dialogue is going on.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
So it is. Okay, character creation. We're going to play a dude. Race-wise, this is one of the parts I haven't decided upon. What I do know is that I'm going to play a Paladin. I love that they actually have cross-referenced all the things in here with the tooltips. That's massively helpful. The godlikes look strange. I may just go with a normal human, actually. Either that or elf. I'm going to be a bit vanilla here. Right, we get sub-races, so that's nice. Let's see what human sub-races exist. Oh, the fighting spirit of the meadow folk. Ah, they all get the same one, okay. Probably meadow folk or savannah folk. I may just go real classic with Meadowfolk here. The edges of the Elven Forest, working in the open plains. And the Savannah folk are the guys that migrated here a long time ago. Hey, you know what, let's go with Savannah folk. Class, we're going to play a Paladin. For a particular reason. Let's see, Paladins are martial zealots, devoted to a god, a ruler, or even a way of life. They can be found in any culture where a fantastical group of like-minded individuals have formed a warrior society dedicated to advancing their cause. Among those aligned to their worldview, Paladins are viewed with respect and admiration, if a bit of fear. Many Paladins hold leadership positions in armies and mercenary companies, but in the heat of battle, their fanaticism often overrules a chain of command and common sense. So we gain the starting ability of Fate and Conviction. We have an inherent bonus to all defenses. This bonus may shift depending on my reputation, depending on my order. We get some athletics bonuses and a bit of lore. We have 42 endurance plus 14 per level. We have a relatively good amount of health, 5 times endurance. We have accuracy of 25 plus 3 per level, which is also average, and a deflection of 20. So yeah, I'm going with a Kind Wayfarer. The most widespread Paladin order, the Kind Wayfarers, are guides and protectors for travelers, often people of limited means traveling in dangerous areas. Kind Wayfarers lack the noble prestige of other Paladin orders, but are widely respected by commoners for their generosity and compassion. Kind Wayfarers lack a centralized structure, and many members operate independently in remote areas. Though the order is known for not being wealthy, in recent years they've improved their finances via cartography and working with groups like the Hand Occult to develop travel guides for little-known parts of Eora. We favor the dispositions of benevolent and passionate, and disfavored dispositions are deceptive and cruel. So, when I play role-playing games on the computer, I normally tend to play how I imagine I would react if I were in that situation a little bit, and I consider myself quite a nice guy. So that's what I was drawn to, and I really like the Kind Wayfarers as they are portrayed. Random men and women roaming the wilds, helping people out, that's just how I like to play. So let's get this and continue. Do we want Lay on Hands or Flames of Devotion? So I'm not going to play a Protector Paladin, I'm going to play a in-your-face I'll murder you Paladin. I protect the travelers, true, but I do so by murdering what's trying to kill them first. That's the thought here. So, we need resolve, most of all. Let's see, maybe a 16? Sounds about right. A bit of might for damage and healing. Constitution for endurance. Some intellect. Let's take down might a little bit. Gain some other things up. And do I want a bit more perception? I want to be perceptive. Someone to lie, make an observant comment about their appearance, notice something happening in the background. Yeah, I really want that. Okay. I think I can live with that. Let's just switch Constitution, get a bit more might, and perhaps Intellect? Yeah, let's go with Intellect a little bit more. Okay. Heads up, it's been a long time since I actually played the game, so I'm not entirely sure on all the different attributes and what they exactly do, what values are good and what are bad. We'll have to see how that works out. So let's continue. From where do we hail? Edir, largest and most powerful force in this part of the world. The Deadfire Archipelago. The nations of... what? Narsitak? Mana settlements, hundreds of lawless, pirate-infested islands. For dexterity wouldn't be bad. Middle Plains. Northeast of Gary Gulfalt. Fertile savannas. Well, that certainly fits our heritage a bit. Let's keep that one in mind. Old Valia. Crumbled remnants of an empire of warring merchant nations. Oh, it actually also decides our starting equipment, apparently. Seen that. So the White Vance is actually giving me what I want to start with. Because I want an enormous two-handed sword. Yeah, we may be Savannah folk, but maybe our parents moved to the White of the Vance a long time ago, or relatively recently even. And because of that, that's where we culturally grew up. What else is there? Living lands. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with the White of the Vance. We come from the southern expanse of polar ice. And what are we background-wise? Drifter fits in most of all. Explorer might do it as well. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be what we are. We explore. That's why we walk around everywhere and help the people wherever we can. Okay, let's check the portraits. Yeah, portraits are always a sore spot for me. There's very few I really find fitting. That one could work out. Much fur. Yeah, that's where the other species come in. Let's take it from the top again. God aspected guys look strange as fuck. Okay, we're back at the human male. What do I want to look like? Savannah folk growing up in the White Vance. Should look somewhat hardy, experienced. I think I'll probably go with the one I've found before. That guy. Yeah, let's take that. Get the full beard. That looks okay. Let's take the darker blue. Have something that fits in. Well, that kind of looks like the portrait. Hair. Well, it's shorn off. Do anything that resembles that? So much. That here might be, yeah. That pretty much fits the bill here. Okay, primary color. Something white. Secondary color, we take something brown perhaps, or the dark red here looks nice. Skin we going a bit brighter. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Watch and learn.
I'll teach you a lesson!
Keeping quiet, huh? Follow me.
Yeah, the stoic sounds nice.
Ha!
The better part of valor.
Ready when you are. I'll lead the way. Let's go!
Voice acting is pretty good.
Time to see and not be seen.
Yes? I'm flattered.
Yeah!
I'm here. I'm flattered. Let's go! Nice and slow. Yeah. Follow me.
Yeah, we'll take the stoic one. What name do we give the character? Aeronath. We'll go with Aeronath. And there we are. Aeronaut, or level 1 Paladin of the Kind Wayfarers. Born to Savannah folk, grew up in the White of the Wends. He's an explorer, and that's what he looks like. Also, big ass sword. The atmosphere is definitely spot on in that game. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, big bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods towards a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course, which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
He said that to his assistant, Odima. Oh no, Odima is the Caravan Master's name, and he said it to his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfell, who carries an old sun-bleached bow. Sparfell nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulders. So, where do I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
And then we'd like to ask about those ruins.
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Okay, let's quickly check the tooltips. Dialogue options. Okay, I know that already. Who did build the ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
The dangerous out here?
Not if you hurry about your business.
That's a direct answer.
And not if the weather holds up.
There's concern in his tone, but does not elaborate. Let's ask about that.
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never care to.
And lastly, apparently, let's ask about those huge rocks.
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Okay, let's go and search for those berries.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Right.
So there we go. That's the start of our new Let's Play series, Pillars of Eternity. I hope you've had some fun. I know the first episode wasn't too exciting. We'll get more into the game next session. So thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time. Please leave a comment, like and subscribe if you found this fun. And see you around.